no matter the location. From O-A-K-L-A to L-V, I'm a Raider.
Raider Nation, what's going on? We have some breaking news. The Las Vegas Raiders have gone out and signed defensive tackle, defensive lineman Solomon Thomas. It is a one-year deal worth up to $5 million. Now, he is a former number 3 overall pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, but unfortunately for Thomas, he has never really lived up to the hype. He has never really found his footing in the National Football League. He's also coming off a year where he was only able to play in 2 games due to a pretty bad ACL injury. All the reports out there right now that Thomas is conditioned, and he looks like he's going to be in fully good shape, ready to rock and roll for the upcoming season. The reason why the Raiders made this move is because they wanted to go out and upgrade at the defensive line. They wanted to go out and upgrade at defensive tackle. Number 1 priority was Leonard Williams. He was gone. Second priority, Dalvin Tomlinson. He was gone. Shelby Harris, gone. So what the Raiders decided to do is, okay, if we can't go out and get that big-name defensive tackle, maybe we go out and just try to build up some solid depth. That's why they re-signed David Irving. It's why they added Solomon Thomas. That's why they re-signed Jonathan Hankins. Now, even though Thomas might not be a slam dunk, he might be a layup, and 2 points is 2 points. So let me hear it here. What's your one-word reaction to the Raiders going out and signing Thomas? My one-word reaction is depth, and also maybe a little bit of upside. He's a talented player. It's just for sometimes, for some guys, it takes a little bit longer for everything to get together. He's still young, y'all. He's 25, 26 years old. He has the talent. He has the ability. Maybe he just needs to find his scheme. Maybe it's the Gus Bradley scheme. And if you can get somebody who does realize their full potential, then you have something special there. And ultimately, if you can get somebody who can just be an above-average defensive tackle in the National Football League, you pair that with Max Crosby, Yannick Ngakoue, Clelin Ferrell, Jonathan Hankins, Mo Hurst, I'll tell you what, feeling a lot better about the defensive line than I did last year. No doubt about that. So again, what is your one-word reaction to the Raiders signing Solomon Thomas? And you know what? I'm going to make this the pinned comment on today's video. So for everyone watching on YouTube, y'all are going to get hit with a YouTube ad break. While the ad is playing, I want you to scroll on down. And remember, you can't curse. So give me your one-word reaction to the Raiders signing Solomon Thomas. So it's extra depth at the end of the day. Number 3 pick, never lived up to it. Average against the run and against the pass. When I go back and watch the 2019, 2018, and 2017 film, I see a player who does have some explosiveness. The biggest issue that I think that he's faced is in college, he was just more athletic than everyone, and he had some okay technique, but he was always a little bit undersized. And I think with the one great thing that the Raiders were able to do with Clelin Ferrell, why he struggled so much as a rookie, he was also undersized. They put him on a solid workout routine. They put on about 15 pounds of muscle. And I don't care what anybody says, Cleveland came out in 2020 in his second year, and he had a great year. Now, did he still live up to the number 4 pick? No, but he had a much better year. So if I'm Solomon Thomas, I say, okay, here's a blueprint. The blueprint was this. Clelin Ferrell needed the added weight, and he was a lot better. Imagine if I can add some weight, if I can get into this rotation, maybe I can finally live up to it. I mean, he's 6'3", 280 pounds. I'd like him probably a little bit more around like 290, maybe 295 might be pushing it. But it's a one-year, $5 million deal at age 25. Now, the numbers I'm about to show you, you're going to be like, what the heck? Remember, he tore his ACL, and he missed 14 games. All the reports are this, that he's going to be ready to rock and roll going forward. But in 2 games, 2 tackles, and basically 49 snaps. How about his career, though? In 48 games, 95 tackles, 16 tackles for a loss, 6 sacks, no forced fumbles. There is an opportunity here, if he gets the right coaching, if he gets in the right scheme, and if he can keep his legs fresh, I do actually anticipate the Raiders going out and overall making a pretty solid pickup here. So after the pickup of Thomas, here's what the Raiders defensive line depth chart looks like. I'll tell you what, looks pretty good to me. You got Yannick Ngakoue, who has had the most pressures minus Aaron Donald since 2016. Mo Hurst at defensive tackle and Solomon Thomas. I will also throw this out there. I actually wouldn't be surprised if they decided to cut Mo Hurst and save about $2 million, but that's a whole different story. Jonathan Hankins, David Irving, Kendall Vickers, Max Crosby, I also think now could probably fill a little bit more of a pass rusher role since He's not really built to be more of a run stopper. But at the end of the day, it's this. You need to upgrade your defensive line. You are doing that, and I'm excited to see what happens this year. So go down to the comments section right now. Let me know. Be honest. What is your confidence level in the Raiders' defensive line? 1 to 10. 1 being, man, it's like 2018. This team's got 13 sacks, and I don't want to see any part of that. 5 to me is like what the Raiders did in 2019, and like 3 is what they did last year. My confidence level is probably sitting somewhere around a 6. I love the Yannick Ngakoue signing. I'm excited to see what Klee and Max Crosby can do in year 3. I like some of the interior defensive line moves as well. So go down to the comments. Let me know. What's your confidence level in the Raiders defensive line? This video right here that we're doing, this is why you subscribe to the Raiders Report. Breaking news, free videos every single day. There has not been another YouTube channel out there that's trying to keep you guys as up to date as we have. I got to work this morning at 7 a.m. to make sure that y'all had the breaking news around John Brown. Guess what? I'm still here, and we're breaking down the news around Solomon Thomas. So there's been a lot of stuff that's happened today. And if you love the Raiders, I promise you, you will not find another channel that keeps you more up to date on news, rumors, and live shows like you're watching right now. So the Solomon Thomas deal was for 1 year, $5 million. Let's also walk through everything that happened today because it's been a busy day in Raider Nation. The Rodney Hudson, he got cut. Oh, wait, the Raiders figured out a way to end up trading him. They got a 3rd-round pick in return, and instead they sent away a 7th. So now the Raiders have pick number 80. And pick number 79 in this upcoming draft, which you know what that means. That means I got to make myself a new mock draft here for the Raiders. If y'all are excited for a new Raiders mock draft, I want you to go ahead and like the video. Another move that they were able to do, they were able to bring back Richie Incognito. So originally the plan was this. They're going to cut him, save some money. Fingers crossed that you can bring him back, and they were able to bring him back. Everything that I know is that he's fully up to speed. He's already been running. Sure, he missed 14 games last year with technically, it's like ankle, foot, Achilles injury. But everything that I hear is that he's way ahead of schedule. He's going to be ready for week 1. If Richie Incognito is fully healthy, which I anticipate, he should be ready to rock and roll and be the number 1 left guard here for the Raiders. Let's also go to Denzelle Good here. Denzelle Good also returns for the Raiders on a 2-year deal worth $8.36 million, $3.19 million guaranteed. And he's likely going to start at guard. And he's also potentially could start at right tackle. Let's say they're confident in John Simpson. Look for Incognito to play left guard. John Simpson plays right guard. Then you could potentially slide Denzelle Good over to right tackle. Let's also go to the defensive tackle position because Solomon Thomas wasn't the only defensive lineman that the Raiders brought back. Jonathan Hankins signed a 1-year deal worth $3.5 million. And this is a fully guaranteed deal. He got, I believe, $1.75 signing bonus. I was expecting for them to bring him back. That's ultimately what they did, so it was a good move here by the Raiders to bring in the run stopper. They also brought back a wide receiver, Zay Jones, 25 years old. It didn't work out all that great, but I do like the idea of having John Brown, Buffalo receiver, and Zay Jones, Buffalo receiver. And speaking of that Buffalo receiver, let's go to John Brown right now. 1 year, $3.75 million deal. The deal can get up to $5.5 million, and I don't know if he hits it, but if he does, it's worth every single penny. You were looking for a replacement for Nelson Agholor. You didn't spend big. You saved your money. And this is a dude who had over 1,000 receiving yards in 2019 when he was fully healthy. He's a really solid receiver, and he's going to be a good option here for Derek Carr. The Raiders have also added Quinton Jefferson. And I'll tell you what, more depth on the interior defensive line here. So you wanted more defense? Well, that's exactly what you're getting here. You got a nice little veteran presence to be able to go ahead. He played on the Buffalo Bills last year, and just another person. They're just bringing in everyone from Buffalo, apparently. But, again, Gus Bradley said this. The day that he was announced as the defensive coordinator for the Raiders, he said, I want to build the defensive line. I want to build from the inside out on the defensive line. They wanted defensive tackles. The big-name guys, they left. Now, what they had to do is go out, and ultimately, they're bringing in more depth. And literally, this just happened. Like, you guys are watching me live. Like, this literally just happened. So let's go to the updated Raiders defensive line depth chart here. And you got Mo Hurst, who I still think is going to start, Solomon Thomas, and Quinton Jefferson. It still adds a little bit of depth. But just again, I said it a week ago, and I said it maybe even a month ago. It would not surprise me if the Raiders do actually move on from somebody like Mo Hurst, because if you remember, he's been getting less and less snaps year after year. So I'll tell you what, if you bleed silver and black, you know this saying, it's Raiders against the world. Go to chatsports.com/RaidersWorld. You guys can save on these awesome shirts. They come in sizes small, I believe all the way up to 4XL. They're $24.99. This is super, super true for the Raiders. There's no doubt about that. It's chatsports.com/RaidersWorld. Well, Solomon Thomas, welcome to Raider Nation and welcome to the Raiders World. If you need a t-shirt, you can always hit me up on IG or on Twitter at Mitchell Renz 365 here. But the number 3 overall pick, he is joining the silver and black, coming off a pretty wicked injury, which is why I do like the one-year deal. I think it's actually pretty smart. He's going to want to be able to prove himself. A lot of the one-year deals that the Raiders have made in the past have been okay. They were looking for somebody that could get after the quarterback in the defensive tackle position last year in Malik Collins. That never worked out. Fingers crossed it can work out for Solomon Thomas. So go ahead and get your grades in here. Let me know. Grade the Solomon Thomas signing. A, B, C, D, or F. A is great. B is good. C is average. D is eh. F is failing. Go down in the comments and let me know. I'm going to give it like a B- type of grade, maybe a C. It fills a depth. It fills some need, but it's ultimately not a slam dunk.